Run aground. One day, Captain Zero called a meeting of the Z-Stacks. "Right, you lot," he said, "we're not doing enough business, so get out there and find it. I don't care how you do it." Zorran scowled angrily. "It's those rotten Star Tugs that are the problem. Bunch of creeps, the lot of 'em," he muttered to himself. Then he had a great idea. An evil grin spread across his face, and he looked around for someone to help him. "Come here, Zug," he shouted. "Yes, Zorran, what is it? Have you got a job for me?" said Zug, steaming up beside the head of the Z-Stacks. "Aren't we clever this morning?" sneered Zorran. "Listen carefully and do exactly what I tell you." Later, Zug found Big Mac in the harbour. He was very scared of the big tug and tried to sound calm as he said, Hold on, Big Mac. Captain Star says you must go to the disused docks and collect a coal barge urgently." Big Mac frowned and Zug gulped nervously. Big Mac wasn't convinced. He said, "I'll telephone the captain on my way to check." But then he met Hercules, and somehow the telephone call was forgotten. "Oi, Sunshine!" yelled Zorran later. "Big Mac needs some help at the disused docks. Can't think why he'd choose you." "All right, I better report back to Star Pier first, though," said Sunshine. "Well, if you can't be bothered, I'll send one of my tugs down there," jeered Zorran. Zorran and Zug sniggered together. With Big Mac and Sunshine busy at the disused docks, those Star Tugs can't steal all our work, and we'll make the money instead, said Zorran. "Who's next?" asked Zug. "Shall I tell Warrior he's needed at the docks too?" "Warrior? That clumsy oaf!" hissed Zorran. "Oh no, we can leave him to mess things up for the Star Tugs on his own." Warrior was the clumsiest tug in the harbour. He tried to help, but when he was around, things had a habit of going wrong. Much later, Sunshine and Big Mac came into the harbour, looking very angry. "Sorry, Captain, we were tricked. When I find that Zorran, I've told you before, Tugs. I'm captain here, and I give the orders." Sunshine hated letting the captain down. "Never mind this time, Sunshine," said Captain Star. "Remember though, Lily Lightship needs an urgent oil delivery first thing tomorrow. She's very low, but she's got enough for tonight. She'll need it with this storm coming up." But out in the estuary, Lily was in big trouble. As the rough sea tossed her from side to side, her last drum of oil fell over and slithered into the sea. The oil left in her light burned away. Then there was darkness. "How terrible," said Lily. What shall I do now? The weather got worse. A huge freighter making its way up the estuary looked for Lily's light to guide her past the rocks. Desperately, Lily sounded her foghorn in warning, but the strong winds carried away the sound. The freighter slid onto the rocks with a horrible crunch and keeled over to one side, completely stuck. A little later, Zug saw the red light of distress signals in the sky. I'd better go and see what's wrong. Zug found the stranded freighter and sped back for help. Zorran, listen, he spluttered. There's a freighter in the estuary, stuck on rocks, and Lily Lightship's gone out. Oh yes, and I suppose the sea's turned pink, snarled Zorran. You can't fool me with that game. I thought of it, you little idiot, remember? No, it's the truth, really, pleaded poor Zug. Scram! I haven't got time for your stupid jokes. Zorran turned and went off in the opposite direction. Zug didn't know what to do. Then he spotted Warrior. Although he was clumsy, Warrior was also strong and very helpful. Warrior, began Zug. What is it, Zug? Even Warrior had heard about Big Mac and Sunshine, so he had no time for Z-Stacks. Look, you won't believe this. Probably not, snapped Warrior. Please, Warrior, this isn't a trick, honest. There's a freighter out there, trapped on the rocks. I can't manage it, but I thought we could bring her in together. Warrior still looked very suspicious. I know we played that stupid trick. It was all Zorran's idea, and now he won't believe me. Please, help rescue the freighter. It will be your salvage. All right, Zug, I'll do it, but if this is another trick, you'll be sorry. Warrior and Zug set off together to find the freighter. She wasn't too badly damaged, but spending a night buffeting about on the treacherous rocks would destroy her. This is going to be tough, said Warrior. He revved his engine up to full power and pushed with all his strength to get the freighter off the rocks. Zug helped to steady her as she listed in the water. Hold on, Zug, while I connect a line, gasped Warrior. Slowly, very slowly, Warrior and Zug brought the freighter into the harbour, where she could dock before being taken to Lucky's yard in the morning. The Star Tugs gathered round to congratulate them. Well done, Warrior! You saved the day! Everyone was full of praise for Warrior, Captain Star included. Warrior beamed. Young Zug here did this bit too, he said, blushing modestly. Hearing Zug's name, Zorran pushed in. What do you think you're doing, helping Star Tugs? But Zorran, I tried to tell you about the freighter. Oh, look out, Zorran, behind you, squealed Zug. I've told you once, no more tricks, you miserable little squirt. When Captain Zero hears, "Ah!" Warrior had got too excited, and as he sped round the harbour, an enormous wave splashed over Zorran. His wheelhouse was completely waterlogged. "Oh, I'm so sorry," grinned Warrior, and even Zug couldn't help joining in as they all laughed at Zorran.